Good morning, everyone. Today, I want to talk to you about something that sounds simple, but can change your life forever. Make your own future. Stop waiting. Start creating. One of the most dangerous things you can do in life is wait. People wait for the right moment, the right opportunity, the right person, or the right circumstances. But in reality, that perfect moment you're waiting for may never come. And while you're waiting, time is quietly slipping through your fingers. Waiting feels safe. It's easy. You tell yourself, I'll start my business once I save enough money. Or, I'll write the book when I'm less busy. Or maybe, I'll chase my dream when everything is stable. But let's be honest, life is never completely stable. There's always something, a bill to pay, a responsibility to handle, a doubt in your mind. If you keep waiting for perfect conditions, you will end up watching life go by without ever stepping into your potential. The people who shape the world aren't the ones who waited until they had it all figured out. They're the ones who acted when they were uncertain. They moved even when they were scared. They made decisions with limited resources and a lot of faith. What separates those who succeed from those who don't is not just talent or intelligence. It's courage. To begin, the courage to move forward even when things aren't perfect. Every great idea started as a small, imperfect action. The businesses we admire today started in basements, garages, and coffee shops. The authors we celebrate started writing without a big publishing deal. The leaders we follow started leading when no one was listening. What they had in common was that they started. Well, they didn't wait for someone to give them permission. They gave themselves permission. And that's what you need to do. Give yourself permission to start, even if it's messy. Even if you don't have it all together. You may not have all the answers, and that's okay. The answers will come as you move. But if you don't move, you'll never find them. The action brings clarity. You learn more by doing than by overthinking. Imagine if a farmer waited for a perfect season before planting a seed. That season may never come. And even if it did, by the time he acts, it might be too late. The same goes for your dreams. You have seeds of greatness inside you, but they only grow when you plant them. Planting your dream today, even in imperfect conditions, is better than waiting for the ideal tomorrow that may never arrive. Here's the truth. Your first step won't be perfect. No. Your first idea might fail. Your first product might flop. But that first step is necessary. Because after the first step comes the second. And then the third. And each step takes you closer to where you're meant to be. You can't grow without moving. You can't win without trying. Don't be afraid to start small. The most powerful trees started as tiny seeds. The most successful journeys began with a single step. What matters is not where you start, but that you start. Start with what you know. Start with what you have. Start where you are. Just start. Stop comparing yourself to people who are already 10 years ahead. They began when you were still overthinking. The only way to catch up is to start now. Use your energy not to worry, but to build. Use your time not to wait, but to create. The longer you wait, the heavier your dream becomes, and soon it starts to feel impossible. But today you have a choice. You can take that idea out of your head and put it into action. You can stop imagining and start building. You can stop wishing and start working. The future is not something that just happens to you. It's something you create with your hands, your heart, and your hustle. So stop waiting. The world needs your gift. The clock is ticking, and the best time to start creating your future is now. Fail forward failure. The word alone can make people uncomfortable. It's often treated like a shameful experience, something to be avoided at all costs. But the truth is, failure is not your enemy. It is your teacher, your trainer, and your mirror. It shows you where to grow, how to adapt, and what doesn't work so you can get closer to what does. When most people fail, they stop. They take it personally. They say things like, maybe this just isn't for me, or I guess I'm not cut out for this. But those who succeed, those who really create their own future, see failure differently. They don't stop when they fail. They lean into it. They lean into it. They study it. They let it push them forward. That's what it means to fail forward. Failing forward is not about loving failure. It's about using it. It's about refusing to be defined by it. It's about learning the lesson and applying it immediately, not years later. Every failure carries feedback. If you're brave enough to listen, you'll find the direction you need. Think about how a baby learns to walk. They fall. A lot. But not once does a child fall down and say, "Walking isn't for me." They keep getting up, wobbling forward, falling again, and learning balance through the process. Eventually, they don't just walk, they run. Why is it that as adults, we forget this? Why do we expect perfection on the first try? Why do we beat ourselves up when we fall, instead of using the fall to find our footing? The truth is, the road to success is built on failure. It's not a smooth highway on pitches. It's a rocky path with twists, dead ends, and sharp turns. Every misstep is part of the journey. And if you're willing to keep walking, you'll eventually reach your destination. Failure isn't the opposite of success. It's the path to it. It's the refining fire that burns off the excess and sharpens your skills. It's the test that proves your desire. It's the voice that asks, "How badly do you want it?" and waits to see your answer in action. Some of the most successful people in the world have failed more times than most people have even tried. The difference is, they kept moving. They took every loss as a lesson. They let the setback shape their strategy, not steal their spirit. They turned rejection into redirection. Tongue up. You can do the same. The next time something doesn't go your way, don't ask, "Why me?" Instead ask, "What can I learn from this?" Then take what you learn and move forward. That's failing forward. It's turning pain into power. It's turning delay into development. Failing forward requires humility. It means admitting you don't know everything. It means being open to correction and committed to growth. It's not about avoiding mistakes. It's about learning faster than your mistakes can take you down. It also requires resilience. Some people will laugh. Some will criticize. Some will walk away when you're at your lowest. Let them go. Not everyone is meant to walk with you through your failures, but your future still is. And your future is worth fighting for. You are not your failure. You are the person who shows up again wiser, stronger, and more determined than before. Every time you rise after falling, you become a little more unstoppable. So don't let failure make you bitter. Let it make you better. Don't let it break you. The fact that you failed means you tried. And trying puts you ahead of most people who are still sitting on the sidelines, afraid to begin. Remember this, falling is not the same as failing. Failing is staying down when you fall. Failing forward is getting up with purpose. It's using what hurt you to fuel what drives you. It's finding strength in your scars. The road will not always be easy, but every failure you face will serve a purpose if you let it. Keep showing up, keep learning, keep moving forward, one step at a time, one lesson at a time. That's how the future is made. Fail forward and keep going. Mindset over circumstance. Your future is not decided by where you were born, how much money you have, or even what kind of education you received. Your future is shaped, above all else, by your mindset. The way you think about yourself, your challenges, and your opportunities matters more than the circumstances you face. Circumstances are real. There's no denying that. Some people are born into poverty. Others grow up in broken homes or in environments that don't encourage growth or ambition. Life can be unfair, but here's the truth. What happens to you doesn't determine your destiny. How you respond does. There are people who had every advantage, money, connections, education, and still never did anything meaningful with their lives. And there are people who started with nothing but belief, grit, and a vision, and they built something powerful. The difference wasn't their situation, it was their mindset. Your mindset is your internal operating system. It's the filter through which you interpret life. Two people can face the same obstacle. One sees a wall, the other sees a ladder. One gives up, the other steps up. That's not about conditions, it's about thinking. There are two kinds of mindsets that shape your future: fixed and growth. A fixed mindset believes that your abilities are set in stone. You are either smart or not, talented or not, capable or not. And when someone with a fixed mindset fails, they take it personally. They give up. They think, oh, this just isn't for me. A growth mindset, on the other hand, believes that abilities can be developed. Challenges are opportunities. Failure is feedback. Effort is essential. A person with a growth mindset doesn't avoid problems. They engage them. They understand that the brain is like a muscle. It grows through resistance. The beauty of mindset is that it's not something you're born with. It's something you choose and train. Just like a muscle, your mindset gets stronger the more you work on it. You may not control your past. You may not control every event that happens to you. But you can control what you believe about yourself. You can control your attitude, your reactions, your focus, and that's powerful. Because once you take control of your mind, your life starts to follow. When you shift your mindset, you shift your results. People who grow up don't wait for perfect conditions. They start where they are with what they have. They believe that progress is better than perfection. They stay curious. They ask questions. They read. They listen. They look for solutions. And every single day, they take small steps forward. This kind of thinking opens doors. It attracts opportunities. It helps you see potential in places others overlook. Your environment may say you can't, but your mindset says, watch me. And that shift changes everything. You don't need to be a genius to succeed. You need to be someone who believes that growth is possible. You need to be someone who sees each day as a chance to improve. That's how people break cycles. That's how people rise out of poverty. That's how people turn pain into purpose. The world around you will try to define you. It will put labels on you based on your past, your race, your status, your education. But if you have the right mindset, none of that sticks. You define yourself by your vision, your purpose, and your decisions. Mindset also influences how you see other people. It builds resilience and compassion. When you realize that everyone is learning and growing, you stop judging and start connecting. That shift in how you see others makes you a better leader, a better partner, a better human. Here's the truth. Your mind can either be your greatest enemy or your most powerful ally. If you constantly tell yourself you're not good enough, smart enough, or lucky enough, you will live beneath your potential. Build something that lifts others when they're down. Build something that speaks when you're silent. Let your future be more than a personal success story. Let it be a reason someone else didn't give up. Let your life be a message, not just a balance sheet. At the end of the day, your income may provide comfort, but your impact will define your legacy. Choose wisely, build intentionally, live purposefully,